Hello, everybody. How are you? This is Chong with iiRcade Facebook Live, episode 22. 22. Wow. That number's is very special for me. Um, my birthday is February 2nd, for one. Um, my uncle, who was a really famous baseball player in Korea. And also, he coached for White Sox when White Sox won World Series in 2015. His back number was also 22 as well. So 22 is a very special number for me. And I want to make sure that today we have some fun. Hey, guys, how are you? Rob, how's it going, my friend? Thanks for joining. Hey, Jim, how are you? Thanks for joining, my friend. Wow, so happy again that I'm seeing my friends. Tuesday. Awesome day. My favorite day, Tuesday and Fridays. So I'm really looking forward to having some fun today. Hey, Wayne, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much. Very nice to see you as well. Still have some cold, still coughing, but I don't. It's come to think of it, I typically have these chronic annual allergies, and that doesn't go away for 6 months of the year. That kind of thing. It may be one of those. So I don't think I'll die. At least not until we release our product. Thank you so much for everybody's concerns. I really appreciate it. Dave, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much. Happy 22. Hey, Roy, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. Did I hear there was a big announcement coming soon? There's always big announcements coming soon, right? Today, we'll be playing a lot of good games, and I'll give you some updates. No worries. Hey, Mark, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to have you. Wow. After our Kickstarter launch, it feels really fresh, if you know what I mean. It feels like I'm on day one. And on day one, I'm having these great meetings, like get-togethers with my friends. We just don't have drinks in front of us, but we got games, right? But that's how it feels like. So it's really refreshing. And out of the work week, I say, where there's a lot of things going on, this is a time when I get to relax and have fun with you guys and have a great chat and play some games together. So I'm like, yes, finally. So I'm very happy, very happy. Again, thanks to everybody here. I appreciate it. Let's talk about some news. Kickstarter campaign has been going really well. Thank you so much to everybody for making this happen. Again, this would not have been possible without you. So it's you who made it happen. We should all be proud, and we'll continue marching on to try to meet our ultimate goal. So thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate it. Hey, Gareth, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining. Good afternoon. By the way, Chicago weather is awesome today. So I'm stuck in my basement dungeon. But later on, hopefully I'll be able to make it outside. Mark, with iiRcade, you can't go wrong. Yes, I totally agree. Thank you. Time for another session. Let's keep rocking. Hey, John, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. It's great to see you guys. Let me give you a quick update on where we are with Kickstarter. I'm just looking at my screen, and we're at 290K with 780 people backing us and 37 days to go. That's a great achievement that we were able to make in 1 week. So thank you so much to everybody again for making this happen, and we'll continue moving on. We'll have a lot more fun as we go on to march toward the end of campaign. Some fun stuff happening in the middle. So we'll keep you updated on that. And today I have some great games to show you as well. But before we get on there, I want to give you some quick updates, right, to make sure that everybody's aware of what's going on. Hey, Jeff, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Today's a happy day. Hey, Paris, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining, my friend. You made it happen for us. We're just here ready. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's everybody who made it happen. We made it happen together as a team, and we'll continue to make it happen together as a team. So very excited. So thank you so much again. Some quick updates. We have some good news on development side. Finally, I give you some development updates, right? So we have our final board, the circuit board, and with some great new features on there. So we have a lot of great stuff. So we have a Bluetooth support, as you know, HDMI support, as you know, HDMI out. And we also updated our display chip as well. So it looks much brighter and very crisp and things like that also. And we added some more, power amplifier, very powerful power amplifier. Added there 100 watts and things like that. And new board is now available. And they are now testing the software side and everything. And I just got the great news that it's working well, working great. They tested Bluetooth headset, and right, it sounded really good. It works great. They also tested HDMI out, and now that's working really well as well. So there was some really exciting news for me and for us. And the board, I don't have the board with me. I've never seen it. But they said they shipped it to me, so hopefully I'll get it. I'll test it out, and I'll show you soon as well. I'm very excited for that. So that's coming. And also, right now we're working on something called EMF testing. So that's electromagnetic field. Make sure that electromagnetic field is very much shielded. And that's working on it. And in order to make that happen, we have to put a lot of shield around it and use expensive cables and things like that. And we're spending a lot of money to make that happen. So the parts are getting more expensive and things like that to make sure that those are great. And so once we finish, this is like the last item that we have before we officially submit for our the federal FCC testing with the government. And once we pass that, then I think we're pretty much ready to go, at least from a hardware side perspective. So things are moving really well. You know, I've been thinking one of the things that differentiates the products that are targeted for official launch, right? I mean, official sales that go into like, you know, Best Buys and Walmarts and things. Those products are commercial ready products, right? So they are very safe to use, right? No EMF, you know, nothing dangerous, nothing's gonna blow up, etc., etc. And those products are the good products. One of the things that I want to bring up is that there are a lot of products that are being sold in Amazons and being advertised in Facebook and things like that that have, what's the best way to put it? You know, those devices that connect to TVs and have Pandora on it and have about 3,000 games where most of them are duplicates and most of them don't work anyway and things like that. Those products are not government certified. So, right, they will have EMF issues and potentially they can blow up. Nobody knows, right? Especially because they were made cheaply and didn't go through certification testing and things like that. So, you know, as we discussed before, I mean, the other players that are in our current field, I love those guys, right? They're taking the right way. They're trying to deliver the best experiences for you, and we're helping to grow the community together, right? So those companies are great. The ones who are trying to get those very cheaply made products with stolen games. And with Pandora and all, and those are not certified and trying to sell cheap. One of the reasons why those products are not able to go on to like Best Buys and others is big reason is because of that. It's not what's the best word? It's not safe. It doesn't deliver the experience, etc., etc. So I think that those are some of the areas, big areas where the official products, like our other friends in the field. And also iiRcade is among them as well, that are official to be able to sell in the country. Big differentiation between those products and other products that are trying to just import from China, not certified, and sell it for cheap with stolen games. So I just wanted to bring that up. It was a good opportunity to do so. And I think this is one of the big reasons why supporting the official products is good. It's great for the industry, great for everybody, so that we can get better games out there for you and things like that. So to everybody who are supporting the official way, I want to say huge thank you as well. And one of the guys right, who are doing this. They've been trying to advertise on our site. We disabled them, and they kept on creating new accounts and coming back. I think their name was like Retro Boy or something like that, selling these products. So we want to make sure that we disable those guys because we don't believe in their products. Right? So I believe in other official products again, but not these products. But I just wanted to bring that up to you real quickly. And again, with status that our development is really going well, and to let everybody know what's going on. And we have some more people joining. Hey, Marco, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Eric, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Hey, Josh, how are you? Marco, hey, Sean, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining, guys. Now with that update, now let's get into playing some games, shall we? Let's have some fun. Today, I wanted to make it a shooter day. Hey, Todd, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So shooter day, meaning show you some shooting games. The reason is I was reading through some comments, and one of the great people, one of my great friends who is currently also in the meeting, said, "Oh my God, iiRcade has an awesome library of shooters. You've been hiding this behind me." I was looking at it and I'm like, oh, I love this comment. So maybe today we'll make it into a shooter day, show you some shooting games, but we'll change this a little bit. Instead of showing you like, same kind of games, we'll shake it up a little. I want to show you from 80s game, beginning of 80s to mid 80s to 90s. Right, so sort of one of each, so that we can see the differences and the progression of how the history went and so forth as well. I thought that was going to be a little bit of fun. So with that, let's get into it, shall we? And then after that, we'll come back and we'll talk some more. Thank you. By the way, I haven't coughed even once so far, so I'll try to keep it up. So thanks again for that. Let me move over to my device. If you can give me 1 second. Okay, can everybody hear me? Just want to make sure that I have audio. I'm also going to be testing on my apparatus as well. Make sure that there is audio. Do I have audio? Maybe I don't have audio. Can you hear me, guys? Is that better? Oh, that's really quiet, right? Is that better? Oh, that's also quiet. Oh no. Audio's okay? Okay. Great, thank you. Looks like I'll have to use the big microphone. So let me try that. Okay, thanks again. So let's get into the device. And let me, for those who's joining for the first time, and this is basically iiRcade. Here it is. And let's start from the beginning. I'm sorry, I'm holding like 5 microphones right now in my hands. Let's make sure the audio is okay. So we have big, powerful, right now 80 watts of speaker, and I'm getting the bigger version soon, hopefully very soon. And let me just balance this a little bit. And then we have 19 inches of beautiful display here. And right below that, we have the controls. 19 buttons and 2 premium arcade controllers. And in the menu itself, we have a row of games where First one shows the recent games that we played, and it all shows all the games that you have on the device. And I have games here, you can see. And from here, everything is divided up to different genres. So, for example, in action, everything is alphabetically ordered, and then you have adventure, arcade, and a lot of different genres. And at the end, we have settings, so you can change your settings. And right now, I don't have Wi-Fi connected, but you can connect your Wi-Fi. And the button, real quickly, the button panel, we have power button where if you press it lightly, it sleeps. If you press it back, it comes back. And then you have the P1, P2 start and coin button right here. And then, of course, we have your volume controls. And I'll put this down a little bit so that you can hear me. And next to that, you have menu and pause button, where during the game, if you press it, it'll pause the game. If you press it again, it'll unpause. And then if you press and hold for 2 seconds, then it'll come back to this menu so that you can play the game again. And then right next to that, you have 3.5 millimeter headset jack, where you can plug in your headset so they can play quietly while your family are sleeping, maybe in 3 a.m. like me. So that was a quick intro. If you have any questions on the device, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll jump into the game. I'm trying to see how I can do this with 10,000 microphones in my hand. Okay, I'll try my best to play it, but I may not be good. So as for your understanding there. First, so today I want to show you 4 games. First game I want to show you is a shooter from 1980s, 1983 specifically, and it's called Exterion. Exterion, when I first played it, I found it to be actually very difficult. One of the mechanism is that right, normally if you move the joystick, it sort of goes and then it sort of starts when you start the joystick movement. This one, it sort of slides, right? So that made the mechanic a little bit different and difficult. Let me show you what I mean. So if you can see this, if you're a fan of 1980s shooter games, wow, right? Let me put in some money. Start the game. Remember these graphics? I think this one is, what's the best way to put it? More advanced type of graphics for early 1980s. I'm comparing these graphics against similar games of the era, which are like Galagas, Galaxian, Space Invaders. Compared to those, the graphics are more advanced, especially if you look. Wow, it's difficult to play with one hand. If you look at the bottom, the interesting thing is that the graphics are sort of more 3D like, right? I haven't seen any graphics like this for a 1980s game, and that was very interesting to me. See these isometric views, right? And then gameplay itself is very similar to like Galaga, except I don't think I've ever got my spaceship captured. So I don't know if you can do that or not on this game, but other than that, it plays really similarly. Now the other thing that was interesting is you can not only go left and right, and it's a very difficult game as you can see, even though I'm only playing with one hand. Sorry, because of my microphone, it's not reaching out. But the one thing is you can move up, right? And these bad guys are following you. I think that was a big differentiator. And the other thing is when you're controlling it, it slides, right? So if you press right, it doesn't immediately come back to right. It's a difficult thing. It's hard. But you know what I mean. So if I'm gliding and then I'm stepping, moving back, the ship glides, and the bad guys follow you, and makes the game more difficult. But I thought that was really refreshing. Again, from a game perspective, it's very similar to games like Alaga. So I want to show you. This was Exerion from 1983. Now, let's get on to our time machine. Let's move a little bit forward to the next era, which is 1989. 1989 game I'm going to show you is a game called Hellfire. So Hellfire is a very interesting game. This game is a game by a company called Toaplan, who is one of the best known shooter game developers of the era. And this game has some really amazing gameplay mechanics and things. I'll show you. And by the way, Toaplan shooters are like you cannot go wrong with it. Like side kill shooters and 12-point shooters, if you're a shooter fan, you cannot go with this. You cannot go wrong with this. I'll show you. So this one has very different mechanics as well. I'm putting some money. Let me start the game. By the way, you can also play 2 players. The music is extremely addictive. And I found myself singing to this tone, right, tune, after I finished playing the game, and that was interesting. And by the way, I do that a lot. After I first played Super Mario, I was like singing Super Mario tune for a very long time. So, but I'm not crazy though. So you can see shooting mechanics, and if you look, let me destroy this guy, and you see something familiar, right? These new sort of weapons enable you to get power ups. But one thing that's very interesting about this game is you can change the directions of where you shoot. So for example, if you do this, you can shoot diagonally, and I can change this to shoot forward. And the most important about these shooter games are game mechanics, right? Because you'll be able to, like, the level design is very important. How you play the game, how you control the game, what kind of bad guys are there. Those are very, very important for shooter games. Very similar in other games as well, but I think especially shooters where a lot of things are happening, right? It's very important. For example, those guys being able to shoot like this, vertically. And then depending on where the other bad guys are, you press a button to change your shooting configuration like that. That makes the gameplay very different and very interesting. Graphic perspective, and keep in mind that this is a 1980s game. For 1980s game, I was like, wow, right? 1980s game, like if I compare to, which is a good 1980s, late 90s game, I'm drawing a blank. But if you compare this games like this to this, 12 Plans done some really amazing job in graphics and gameplay and things. So shooter games, if you look into like games from companies like again Psycho and 12 Plan, you can't go wrong. So I want to show you this game, 1989 game called Hellfire. Next game I want to show you is a game that you have already seen, and the game this is one of the games that I've been asked to replay for new people, and it's Gunbird. Gunbird is one of our preloaded games. This game is like, what is it? It's like king of shooters, right? Very well-known game. The graphics are amazing. This game is from 1994. So you'll see a jumping graphics. So if you compare the games that I show you today from 1983 game to 1989 game, the graphic jump was big. From 1989 to 1994, which is this game, is another huge jump. So let me show you. This game, you can choose characters, right? It's very story-driven. And Marianne is the main character, so here, basically, you're looking to find some pieces of magic mirror, and if you collect them all, it will make your wish come true, right? And you can see that the style of, and this is a Psycho shooter, by the way. Again, another company that you cannot go wrong with shooter games, and you can see the style, right? It's got a lot of upgrade weapons. The bad guys are really, really cool. If I play with 2 hands, I can get to level to show you where they're like mechas, like really big mecha bad guys that you're fighting against. And those I thought are really cool. Oh, here we are. Maybe I can get them. So that train has a mecha, right? So you got really big bad guy bosses, Really fast action, uh, and a lot of bad guys again. A lot of ammunition that they're shooting at you. So it requires a lot of great dexterity. Let me just show you real quickly. I want to show you the bad guy right there. And then I would strongly recommend using two hands when you're playing the game. One hand is a little difficult, but you can also do special moves like that as well, right? So that's another cool thing. And there are all the power ups right there. I want to get. Get this power up. Oh, okay. So, Gunbird, great graphics, amazing gameplay. It's preloaded on iiRcade. And again, these are vertical shooters, right? So if you look at this game, you can see how vertical shooters work on iiRcade. Basically, the signs are made black to match our black bezel, so that if you look at it, especially when you're playing the game perspective, it really helps you to focus in the game instead of looking at graphics that are on the left and right side. And the graphics on the left and right side, normally, at least I found them to be very distracting. So we try to make it so that it blends in really well, so that when you look at it, it really looks like a vertical screen. So that's what we've been trying to do. Um, okay, that was Gunbird. Now, last game I wanted to show you. This is another really big one from a shooter perspective, and a lot of people know this already. I'm gonna show you a quick video because it's a really cool game. So if you can give me 1 second and try to guess which game this is, and I'll be right. Okay, everybody, can you hear me? Sorry about the sound. It's the exact setup that I had before, but I'm not sure why it's not working. So I'll make sure to get that fixed. So thank you so much again for that. You know how I was playing the game just now? I was like holding like this. Actually, more than that. I didn't know which microphone was working. So I was holding this microphone. I was holding this earphone. And then there was one microphone, one other microphone I was holding. Like, oh, can't find the microphone now. Anyway, I was like this. I was like this and trying to find out which one's the working one, and the other hand, I was trying to control the game. So, um, wasn't able to get too far to show you some of the cooler bad guys and things like that. But I will make sure to put up a demo video on our YouTube page so you can have a look. And if you like shooters, I'm sure you love those games. I love them. They're hard, very hard, but you know they got me. They get my fingers moving, right, really fast, and keep me from getting older, I guess. So hope you enjoyed that. Let's get to some comments. Wow, we had a lot of comments. Let's see. Wow. My friends, I'm so glad to see you guys. Hey, Roy, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining. Hey, John, did I hear that there was a big announcement coming soon? I think I read this one before we started the gameplay. Of course, there's always big announcements, right? Today, I'm going to show you let you know real quickly on our development status to make sure that we're in sync, right? We're family. We need to be in sync. So I want to show you that. Again, once we get the new board and things, I'll definitely show you, and that's going to be really, really awesome. By the way, I'm finding that as I'm reading the comments, my eyes are like pointing on the right side. Let me see. I'll just quickly go through, find some questions. My voice sounds weird, doesn't it? Yeah, my kids are like, "Oh my God, Daddy, what happened to you?" They don't recognize my voice. It's pretty funny, right? Remember when you were young, you used to have those toys, like what is it? So a toy you put in front of your mouth like that, and you talk, and it comes out the voice of somebody else. I used to play a lot of prank on that, using that to my brother. I have a younger brother who's in California right now. And we had a lot of fun together, right? I mean, we always prank with each other, and I used to do that, use that voice changer tool to play a lot of prank to my brother. So that was awesome. Of course, he pranked me a lot too, so we were even. Just getting to some questions. Eric, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Can't wait to get this with the stand. Going into my new basement. Oh, awesome! Congratulations, my friend. Yeah, basement is like our space, right? The main cave. Yeah, one of these days I gotta show you my main cave. Right now it's extremely messy. But once I clean it up, I'll show them to you. Got a lot of cool stuff in here, just for me. You know, this is my space. um, I do have a lot of games here. And my kids like to come here, except basically it's pretty freezing, even in summers. So they want to come down, but they try to refrain. So normally I'm here, and also this doubles as my office as well, and now also I guess a small studio. I guess I got microphones like this, and if I have microphones like this, then I guess it's a studio for me. So I love it. Hey Josh, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Happy to be part of this. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're part of our family as well. So happy, very very happy to see you here. So thank you so much for that. We'll make this happen together. Um, Marco, hey, thank you so much for joining, my friend. Thank you. John, will scanline be an option? That's a really good question. I know that there are many people who like the authentic old feel of scanlines, and initially no, but it doesn't mean no, because that's a software feature, right? Software feature we will implement, and you can always get it to you via software update. So this is one feature that we'll look into and try to deliver to you after we launch. I know this is going to be a exciting feature, so we'll definitely look into that. Thanks for that. Let's see. Gareth, how I can... I'm sorry, my eyes are really bad. Many of you know already, but funny thing, right? If I take off my glasses, I can see much better. If I wear my glasses, it's really blurry, but I gotta wear it because for aesthetic purposes, if you know what I mean. my kids are like, Daddy, if you take off your glasses, you look like an alien. So I have to I have to wear my glasses. So please pardon me if I'm not able to see all the letters correctly. I'll try my best. How can I get a awesome iiRcade hoodie? Oh, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. I know we get a lot of questions in the t-shirts and hoodie. We'll think about something. I'm actually talking to our marketing director a lot regarding this, so we'll try to figure something out as quickly as possible. We're also, quote unquote, it's a little secret, but we're sort of redesigning our t-shirt. I always say upgrading our design on our t-shirt. Front is gonna be same, right? That's gonna be same. The back, we're redesigning to fit the latest design. So we found that we designed the shirt that I have right now before we had a new design. So it was quite a while ago, because I wore the same shirt to CES, right? So it was created before CES. Now we have a lot of updates. So we're trying to redesign it so that it includes all the latest and greatest updates in there. So it's going to be really cool, really cool. So stay tuned for that. I know it's going to be very exciting. And we'll keep you updated. So thanks for that. Let me see. Marco, don't forget the Raiden series. Of course, my friend, of course. Raiden's another shooter, great shooter game. I totally agree. Raiden, R-Type, which we have, and Raiden we'll look into. There was one more. I used to play that a lot. I'm losing the name. It was a shooter by Konami. My God, Gradius. Oh my God, Gradius! Isn't that an awesome game? That's another game that I want to get as well. So we'll definitely look into that. I need your help so that we can make a very successful Kickstarter together. So I can take this information to Konami and get Gradius for us. We'll make it happen together. We'll make it happen. But Darius, Gaiden, and others, there are a lot of great shooters out there. So I'm so excited because there's always a game that we can get. The ocean's too big. Ocean's very big. There are a lot of fish in there. So I'm very excited about that, and we'll try to make those happen. Derek, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. So great to see you. Those types of devices are normally called naughty boxes. Naughty box. I agree with you, my friend. I agree with you. So I am, I'm very happy, and I'm all for working with our friends in the industry to make this industry happen together. One type of people that I do not consider as friends are, again, those people who are creating mocking devices, mock-up devices with stolen games, stolen contents, and giving you a subpar device experience for a very, very cheap price. And these devices can potentially blow up or cause EMF and things like that, and degrade your health, etc., etc. So that's why I don't like them. But otherwise, others I really, really love, and I will support them myself as well, right? Let's see. Just going down, I got a lot of audio is great. That sounds good. I need to have three hands, you know, two hands to play the game, one hand to hold the microphone. Maybe I should invent something. Marco, you landed on my all-time favorite game. Oh, seriously? Nice. Which one is that? I would love to know. Is that I would love to know. Or maybe we should play a trivia. But please let me know. I would really love to know. Sorry about that. Uh, going through the list. Hey, Retro, how's it going, my friend? Retro Collect. Hey, very nice to see you. You just got out of the job just to see me. I am. What's the best way to? I'm losing words right now. Very happy to hear that. I'm so honored. Thank you so much for that, and so great to see you as well. Thank you for that. Mark, the world needs more Jongs. If we had more Jongs in the world, it would be a disastrous world. I think we need more Marks, though. Seriously, we need a lot more people who are, what's the best way to put it? Very friendly, great with everybody. I've talked to Mark a lot. My neighbor, he's living here near my house. Looking forward to seeing you in person soon, Mark. But very, very, very nice guy, awesome guy. Love him to death. Even one-handed Jong is a game master. Oh my god, I gotta practice more on playing one hand. Let's see. Marco, I remember this game for the Genesis. Mark, Hellfire sounds like my old Hellfire sounds like my old boss. I gotta show you this. That's awesome. uh, I've had a lot of bosses in my past, and some of them are hell, some of them are good. But you know what I found at the end of the day? I've learned a lot from every single one. No matter whether they're giving me a lot of pain or supporting me a lot, I've learned from every single one. So I'm very thankful for everybody. But there are definitely hellfire bosses out there, right? Agreed, my friend. Agreed. Let's see. Prentice, how's it going, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Please add Solar Warrior to the list, John. Thank you so much. I will definitely add the game to our list. I'll also look up the game as well. The name sounds very interesting. If you look at some of the games out there, if there has the word warrior in it, generally the game is really good. There are certain games with certain words. If they're in there, then I found that those games are really good too. So, Ilutalo, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. What about Ikaruga? Ikaruga is another awesome game, right? That's a really good shooter game. Actually, that's another one that I want to try to get for our iiRcade as well. That's gonna be awesome, right? I play Ikaruga a lot on my Dreamcast, and very good game, very good game. So we'll look into that. So thanks for that, Jeff. Your one-handed left-hand skills are impressive. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. I would just die if I tried it. Practice makes perfect. I would strongly recommend you doing Facebook Live, and you get to practice a lot with left hand, one hand gaming. And make sure that you have a handheld microphone, so you have to play like this. But thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And I know that I was really bad at it. So thanks for that. Jeff Truxton. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for that. I actually demoed Truxton some time ago. Truxton 1 and 2 both are on iiRcade, and I will make sure to demo that for you again very, very soon. That's another awesome game, right? Truxton. It's a 12-player game, so you can't go wrong with it. But amazing game. I'll make sure. Thanks for that. Jeff, Striker 1945. Yeah, that's another awesome game I showed you today. You have to really try these games. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you haven't played it, great thing is, what's the best way to put it? There are a lot of movies out there, right? That you haven't seen. For example, I know it's a very, very stupid move, but I still have not seen the original Tron. I've seen the second one, and I really, really loved it. So I still have to watch first Tron. I also haven't seen the original Blade Runner as well. I really want to watch that too. And great thing is now I can, right? Same thing here as well. There are a lot of games that we probably missed, but now you can, right? The original arcade style actually souped up because you have better speakers and audio and things like that, and better control. So I would strongly recommend trying these games. They are really, really amazing. Really amazing, and you won't regret it. Um, hey, John, how are you, my friend? Thank you for joining. Sorry for that. By the way, I did mute. I hope you didn't hear my cough. See, Retro Collect 1942, another great game. I totally agree with you. We'll go after them as well. I don't think we have 1942 now. I gotta double check on the list, but I don't think we have them now. But we'll check. Um, uh oh. Do I not have audio? Um, can you hear me? Uh oh. Was I talking to myself? Let me check my apparatus. Please let me know if you can hear me. I'm seeing lost audio comments. Hello. Okay, you can hear loud and clear. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. I will continue talking. So good to hear. Thank you so much. And by the way, I just saw a request for John, so I'll get to that in a second. Let's see. I see a lot of Jung has left the building, and I'm still here. I'm still here. I would never leave you guys. Let's see. You broke it, Retro Connect. All your fault. Of course, it's always Retro's fault, right? I love it. But 1942, we'll try to get it. John got mad and left. Thank you, my friends. I appreciate it. Hey, John, welcome back. Thank you so much. Question, John, from Retro. Request for John. You need to stop showing us too many games. We'll be broke by all these. um, um, let me think about that. There's still a lot of awesome games I still have to show you. I forgot who mentioned this to me. It may have been Jeff. That there are lots of games on our list that people do not know, but these are amazing games, and I need to show these games to you so that you can realize how awesome these games are. And I agree with the statement. And I will try to upload more demos and things like that. And meanwhile, I make these games affordable, right? "Quote unquote," hint, hint, wink, wink. So you won't go break. You won't go broke. I don't want to go broke, right? By the way, when I play these games, I'm going to be paying for them also. So I don't want to go broke. um, but I want to make sure that everybody experiences all these amazing games because you deserve to, right? You deserve to. You guys are all awesome. And you deserve these amazing experiences, and especially ones that we have not had the opportunity to play because our local arcades did not carry these games, right? But and these were hidden gems that other people in the other side of the country or the world were able to play because these arcade had them in stock. But why do we want them to control our destiny of playing games, right? We want to take control of our own destiny. I want to play these games. I want to try these games. These are some of the things that you can do on iiRcade because for affordable price, you just download and play and experience these amazing games, the original arcade style, the awesome way, right? And enjoy the games. So I think that's one of the cool things that's on iiRcade. See, Wayne, I love the shooter games. You have a lot to choose from. Oh, thank you so much. One more, please. Sorry for that. Minshik, our chief content officer, one of his favorite genres is shooters. So I wonder if that's the reason why we have a lot. But I'm so glad that he brought a lot of shooters in because right, we were getting all these amazing companies with the best shooters available. So what we call flower, the rose of arcade gaming, it's really shooters, right? That's where we started, right? With Galaga and others, and before that, Asteroids, right? These are all shooter games. So these are where the arcade started, sort of. So I think shooters are sort of flowers of the arcade gaming genre. I'm so glad that we have a lot of shooter games too. So um, hope you enjoy them. I'll be showing you a lot more. Retro collect, my sincere apologies, but um, I'll probably have to show a lot more. um, Stop drinking that coffee and spend those coffee money on arcades. um, Jeff, I have a spreadsheet going. I'm going to end up spending a fortune on the first day. um, oh man, I'm now very concerned because what if we have more games coming soon that are awesome, right? Hint, hint, wink, wink. um, I'll make sure we don't get you to be broken. You just have to drink a little bit less coffee. um, Man, I hope Starbucks doesn't go out of business, right? um, Gene, hello, John. Hi, how's it going, Gene? Thank you so much for joining, my friend. Uh, just can't wait until October. Thank you so much. Me neither. I'm very excited as well, and we're gonna try to make it happen as soon as we can. So stay tuned. And again, you guys will always be updated with what's happening, so you'll always know. Um, Umberto, thank you so much for joining. Are you going to have any old retro games? Absolutely. Of various different genres. In fact, two of the games that I showed you today are from 1980s, which are I think considered as old retro games. One of them was from 1983, and we'll have a lot more. I think I've showed you some others as well, like Chameleon. Uh, I'll show you that again later. But that's another awesome game from early 1980s. So we'll have a lot of old retro games. Michael, how's it going? Thanks for joining. You're adding shooter games? That will be awesome. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Of course. I think we have a lot of shooter games. I gotta double check, but I think like 40 of them are shooter games, 30 or 40, somewhere there. And these are from like the best shooting companies, right? So you can't really go wrong. So I would strongly recommend trying these shooter games, especially if you like them, or even if you don't like shooter games. I would strongly recommend you to try anyway, because they are really awesome. You will really love them, especially now. Those shooter games come with really addictive music, right? That's another thing. I mean, I'm playing these shooter games and I'm singing to the tune of the music of the shooter. And after I'm done with the game, I find myself just singing these tunes, tunes of the games that I just played, and people were like, "What are you doing?" But these are how addictive these music are. So I love them. Thanks for that, John. John, you've been busy teasing Lowell, but your memory is too low to be. um, you know, uh, I used to think that the CPU in my head and the memory in my head are pretty big back in the days, but that was back in the days, right? When 486 was awesome processor and 256 megabytes was really big memory. And nowadays, I found it to be very small. So my CPU and memory keeps on frying. But I'll think about how to upgrade. Maybe I can open up my brain and put more chipset in there. I don't know. Maybe I'll upgrade my motherboard on my brain. um, Thanks for that. I love it. Another question from Retro. Um, Question, John, is there a way you can show us the volume playing a game? We would like to hear how it sounds. Can you? Of course, absolutely. I'll show you next time. One thing that I'm finding though, and is that especially Facebook Live, it's not able to deliver the experience. Even if I record it and upload it to YouTube, it's not able to deliver the experience. Um, if you go to our YouTube channel and play the game, and utilizing MacBook Pro, right? MacBook Pro, pump it up all the way, the sound, and watch the video. And I think somewhat you can get close to it, but it's not really there. Um, but I would recommend trying that. And again, we're gonna try to open up a lot more opportunities so that you can come and try these devices out also. So we'll keep you updated on those. I'm just hoping Mr. Corona would go away so that we can make those happen. But we'll definitely consider it. So you can try them real life. This is really awesome, really amazing. You love it. Volume all the way up. I've done it. The house shakes. It's fun. If you put it all the way up, you love it. It's awesome. Um, let's see. Um, you know, sure. You want me to try it now? I'll try it now. Here, give me 1 second. Why not? Right. Um, all right. If you guys can see this, I hope you can hear me. You guys hear? Um, I think it's very difficult to deliver the experience that I'm hearing over Facebook Live, but and I think my family is a little surprised on what's going on because it was a little loud. But I hope you're able to hear it. Um, and again, we'll try again in the future as well. Uh, let's see. It's going down the list. Checking my time. I think I'm at 57 minutes. I'll try to go quickly. I don't want to bore you too much. Um, I want to make sure that I give you all the information and have some fun as well. Let's see. So I just pump this up. Marcus sings turn up the radio. Love it. Um, let's see. One of the reasons why I'm like after I'm playing the game, I'm like singing to the tune, and my family looks at me very weird. I think one of the reasons why is because the sound is also really awesome. So it sort of gets me into the mood, right? Get me to the groove. And I think audio quality is very important from an experience perspective. Those are some of the reasons why. So that was cool. Uh, let's see. Retro Collect question, John. When playing vertical shooters, can we have an option to add pictures on the sides? So instead of showing black, we place pictures of game or something. We'll look into that. We'll look into that. Again, one of the experiences that we want to show, we want to make happen is, right? We want to make sure that the screen looks like a vertical screen experience, and so that you don't, it looks like a vertical screen, and you don't, what is it? You don't, it doesn't distract you from the perspective. But if there are enough demands, we'll definitely look into that. Yep. We're listening to you. So thanks for that. Um, let's see. Uh, so I'm getting a lot of requests for games, and we're definitely taking notes, and we're going to be looking into them. Especially again, big companies require sales data, so that's one of the reasons why I'm hoping that we can have a really big Kickstarter campaign, so we can take this data to them and not we have to wait for launch, where right we generate big sales data there. So I'm hoping that we can use the data that we generate from Kickstarter. So again, if you can help us to make that happen by posting on your social media and referral, those will be very helpful as well. I would really appreciate it. Daniel, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. I hate piracy as well. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're talking to all these developers, and they're keeping telling us that piracy is really hurting them, and they spent a lot of money, effort to make this happen. And every time I hear things like that, I get really sad. And I didn't think that's right. Piracy is not right. It's not right. Um, like it's like you spend so much time to develop something, and people just take it. you know. So I don't think it's right. And again, uh, they need to earn the money from their efforts so that they can create more games for us. And what we want is better experience, right? More games and better experience. And that's where I think it's very important for us as a community's role to help them out so that we can get more games and enable them to create more games. So I think that's very important. Let's see. Uh, Sorry, the list is like scrolling up the tool, so it's a little bit difficult to follow, but I'll try my best. Where was I? Uh, wow, Retro Collect, you have a lot of questions. Statement: I may deserve all these games, John, but my wife may leave me by 20 by buying 20 games on the first day. um, just tell her that you will not drink 20 cups of coffee. We'll make sure that they're affordable. No worries. Thanks for that, my friend. That was funny. Loved it. Um, Daniel, we need to get you some elderberry to help you with your cough. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Do they help? I haven't heard of elderberries. I know strawberry. I know blueberry. Thanks for that. I'll look into elderberry as well. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Um, Hey, Trank, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. Sports games. This is one area that we want to seriously have a great look as well. Again, because I strongly believe sports games are great arcade experiences, right? So, completely agree with you. We'll strongly look into this. Um, Jeff, poor Jong. I hope it's not coronavirus. Get well soon, my friend. Oh, thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate it. It's not coronavirus because I don't have any fever. I think it's just a lot of cough, and I'm thinking maybe this is that seasonal allergy thing. So I'll live. Really appreciate the concerns. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Um, at least I'll try to survive until we launch. I want to see our product launch. Thank you for that. Um, Fernando, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Congrats on your uh, sorry, my eyes. Sorry. Mekun wish lot of sales. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Um, Again, Kickstarter significance is that more that we're able to sell, then right, easier it gets to get games. And that's one of my big ultimate goal to make this campaign really big. So fingers crossed. I hope we can make this happen. Um, Sean, wanna know? I'm sorry. One, man, I do like look like an alien without the glasses, right? Wanna know what's more awesome than shooter games? Chong is more awesome. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. Man, you guys are making me blush. My face is like red right now. But thank you so much for that, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys mean a lot to me. So you guys are making my day. So thank you so much for that. I'm energized like a Popeye. um, let's see, John. Are you gonna see more? Sorry for that. See more siptering. I don't know what siptering is. And wrestling type games soon. Cause that is weak spot right now. All right, thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. In fact, when I was young too, I used to play a lot of wrestling games. Not on our. I don't think I remember playing a lot of arcade wrestling games, but I played a lot of pro wrestling back in NES days, right, on my consoles. And wrestling games are a lot of fun. I like those that are more arcadey style wrestling games than realistic styles. But this is one area that I would like to explore more. Again, wrestling I think is sort of part of sports, so I want to explore this more in detail. So we will definitely try our best to make it happen. So thanks for that. Um, and my screen just rolled up again. I'll go quickly. If I don't answer any questions, my sincere apologies. Um, but I'll definitely get to them after the call. Uh, let's see. Noel, how are you, my friend? Thanks for joining. Is it already for me to buy it? Of course. Thanks for that, my friend. Just as an FYI, we are working on many different really cool stuff. Hint, hint, wink, wink. And we're hoping that everyone here will find out about it before Kickstarter ends. So right, it'll be. I want you guys to get the best prices possible, right? We've been talking about this since day one, but uh, you guys are the ones who's making this happen, right? You guys are helping us, giving us the energy to drive this, and make this happen, and you guys are giving us huge support, and you guys are quote unquote family. You guys are family, and I want to make sure that you guys are getting all the best prices. So, if I may ask to grab the best prices before they go away. And I would really appreciate it because again, you guys are my family. I want to make sure that you guys get the best prizes. So thanks for that. Let's see, Jeff. Oh yeah, oh, and that's just when 80 watts. It's gonna be 100 watts at launch. Exactly, exactly. Were you guys able to hear that by the way? Yeah, I typically Facebook Live is not enabling me to deliver the right sound experiences, and I wanted it for a long time. So if it did, fantastic. When it gets to 100 watts, it'll be even better. We're trying to get more bass, more powerful sound, right? It'll really resonate with the experience. So that'd be great. Thanks for that. Let's see. Just going down real quickly. I'll get to a couple more questions and we'll end it for the day. Um, let's see. Jeff. Yeah, I can see better now. Everyone promote this Kickstarter. Tell all your friends about it. So many people have no clue that even exists, and it's up to us to let people know. The more that buy it, the more awesome license John and team can get. I really appreciate Jeff. Thank you so much for that. And that really means a lot to me. We're working very hard to make this happen. I mean, every single people, literally, in my team are not sleeping. I'm talking to them at like 3 a.m. in the morning. So working very hard to make this happen, and your support on getting the word out there would be really appreciated. You're absolutely right. Like people who know about iiRcade is like 0.0000001% of all the gamers out there in the United States. Sorry about that. And we're gonna get the word out there. More people who join, you're helping us to get more power to get the games, and makes it so much easier for us. So we really appreciate it. FYI, hint, hint, wink, wink. We are getting some context from the game companies already, and this would have not happened, right, if we didn't make that really huge boom that you were able to make happen to iiRcade. Um, so thank you so much for that. And that would happen a lot more as we continue to grow on our Kickstarter. And your help will be extremely appreciated to make this happen. It will make our job so much easier to bring all your favorite games. So thank you so much for that. Um, Chris, plus the sound will be better than what you have heard on yours because I believe yours is 80 watts. Yep, it's 80 watts on my device right now. It's not upgraded yet. It's coming. And the new one will be 100 watts amp. Exactly. 1.21 gigawatts with flux capacitor and plutonium inside. I love it. Let me get to quickly scan through, make sure that see if there are any questions. Um, Retro collect. Question, John. Have you ever thought of maybe putting up a board on who buys the most games? I'm up for that. Oh, oh, that's a great idea. Thank you so much for that. We'll definitely look into it. We'll definitely look into it. Again, we're listening to you. I think that's a really fun idea as well. So we'll do that. I think I know some names from here who may be like it number one, tied for number one place, like 5 people. My name may be up there with you, so we'll see. Thanks for that. Um, let's see, Jeff. I think I'm moving that direction. I have a couple of original caps and one of those 3-4 size ones from the competitor too. So I think my garage is going to be an arcade very, very soon. That's a dream, right? Having an arcade full of a garage full of arcade games. You gotta send me some pictures when you have that set up. I really want to see. In fact, I want to see your arcade photos. I love seeing those arcade photos, and those will be great. And once I have mine all set up and ready to go, and my basement is right now a huge mess, but I'll set it up and I'll share my picture with you as well. That would be a lot of fun. So thanks for that. Um, Jim, we should have a sports day. I completely agree with you, my friend. I'll definitely look into that. Um, Jim, family supports family. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Really appreciate it. You know, that really means a lot to me. And again, iiRcade is meant to be a family company, I mean, community company, right? Where we work to make this happen together. Right? We have the games that you love, uh, right? And the feedbacks that you're giving us, you're telling us what you want. We want to be a company that makes it happen for you, right? And we've been listening very heavily from day one, very carefully, and we're very serious about this. And we're trying to get to this, and we're trying to implement your features. And I think we made many happen, and we're going to continue to make those happen. So, iiRcade is your company, right? And iiRcade is made happen. You can proudly say, "I made this happen," because this iiRcade is a community company. So let's continue moving forward. So thank you so much again for that. Just going through, I'll just get to more couple more questions this time for you. um, let's see. Oh, you can call it iiRcade edit section. I love it. I love it. You know, I may just word it that. Okay. iiRcade edX section. And we'll have a special page, and we'll have all various different rankings of who bought most games and things like that. Sounds like a lot of fun. So thank you so much for that. Um, Gene, what about something like Halo games? Is that a franchise you're interested in? Oh, definitely interested in Halo. I totally agree with you. But I think Halo is a Microsoft game, right? So it may be difficult to license, but we'll see. But we're definitely interested in a lot of first-person shooters, especially with iiRcade being able to support the great experience of first-person shooters with dual joystick, twin joystick controls and things. So we'll make that happen. I completely agree with you. We'll continue bringing a lot more amazing experiences. So stay tuned. Um, Wayne, sorry, can see. um, thank, thanks for being such a great friend to us. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. You guys are an amazing friend to me. So I have to say thank you. So huge thank you to you and everybody in our family. I really appreciate it. You guys are really making me happy, and my family are also telling me the same thing. So thank you for that. I look forward to each session. I always feel better afterwards. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'll try my best. I can't wait to play my own arcade. Thank you so much. We'll try to make it happen as soon as we can. You know, due to my cough, my wife has been giving me, those not so good tasting drink to make my cough better. I've been I've been listening, and I've been drinking those, unfortunately, and still coughing. But hopefully, I'll be there soon. So thank you so much for that. Let's see. Um, um, I think last two questions I'll get to. They're pretty long, so I'm taking my glasses off again. Retro Collect. Love the questions, by the way. Thanks for that. Did you decide where you'll sign in the cabinets? Also, will you play the backer number? Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Um, Not decided yet, but we'll make sure. Probably in somewhere inside, because I don't want to. I don't want to distract the beautiful design. um, and you'll have the authenticity in the inside. But if you guys feel different, please let me know. I'm listening to you, and we'll definitely have backer number. Definitely. First 100. I think those will be collector's item, right? So I want to make sure that the backer number is there. So thanks for that. Um, Trevor, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for joining the session. Uh, Yours was very long question, so it caught my eyes. Let me read. Hey, Jong, super excited, man. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate it. So am I. I can't begin to wonder how much of an undertaking this project has been for you. But it's all going to pay off, my friend. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh my God, these are the type of things that draws like tears in my eyes, right? Last year and a half was very difficult. Lack of sleep, lot of conversations and things. So appreciate it. Thank you so much. When we launch, we should have some, right? All our family, we should have like drink together or something like that. Um, I would really love that. Question: since there are all going to be licensed games, will the game developers be able to give you the versions that are identical to the arcade versions as opposed to the console versions? Oh, absolutely, my friend. In fact, all the games that we have right now are identical to the original arcade versions. In fact, two identical. So if you look at our games, we have arcade games, and those are like completely identical to the original versions. And we have modern games, and modern games are translated into arcade experiences, right? Because those games, there is no arcade version, right? Like Ritai GP Renegade. Those are amazing arcade games. Quite surprised that there's no arcade version for those games. But again, if you think about it, arcade machines are very expensive, and these amazing companies are probably not able to develop their own arcade machines. But I think iiRcade is a platform that also enables them to bring their games to arcade experiences. By the way, that statement did not come from me. um, it's a plagiarism from one of our very dear game developer companies who told us that. So I was very happy to hear. So I thought that was a really cool statement, and I did not make it up. It's not from me. It's from somebody else who is much smarter than me. So thanks for that. Uh, let's see. Brian, how about Kung Fu or Karateka? Completely agree with you, my friend. We'll look into those. You mean Kung Fu Master, right? I used to love the game. We'll definitely look into those. By the way, I know I'm a fast singer. um, let's see. I'll get to. I see two more questions. Let me get to these two questions, and I'll end it for the day. I promise. Um, Retro Collect, last question. You can place another section, divorcee section, because buying too many games. You know what you should do. You should, if your significant other is not a gamer, it's your job to turn them into gamers, right? Um, it's our job to turn people into gamers. um, I'm trying with my family. Um, my son is definitely a gamer, as you've seen him. My wife and my daughter, they will play certain games with me, puzzle games, and they love beach buggy racing game. So we play that a lot, and puzzle games we play together a lot. And there are a couple other puzzle games, like for example, Apocalypse. If you remember that game, my family loves that game a lot. Uses strategy to make this happen. So it's our job to turn them into gamers, my friends. We'll make it happen. um, let's see. Lutalo, I'll get to your question and then we'll end it for the day. Um, sorry, I gotta. John, how many other developers like Treasure and Namco reacted to your Kickstarter success? Have they had any direct responses with you? Um, sorry for that. That's a great question. Treasure and Namco, not yet. But we did have some good number of developers that we were able to engage conversations with. And fingers crossed, if Kickstarter goes well, continue to do well, and it goes well, I think we may have some great stories to share with you. So help us to make those happen, my friends. We're going to be working very hard to spread the word. And Your help will be extremely appreciated and very powerful. So hoping that we can make this together. Let's make this together, my friends. Thank you so much for that. Um, with that, I think I'll end it for the day. I think we went pretty long today. My what is it? This tool is telling me 1 minute and 21 seconds. I'm sorry. What am I talking? See my CPU. You can see right there. My not only my CPU and memory is broken, but my internal clock is also broken too. 1 hour 21 minutes. Thank you so much for staying with me for this long time. I really appreciate it. I really had a lot of fun, and enjoyed having these sessions always together with you. So I'm all energized to continue to get work done after this. And after this, I'll also record demo videos and get them uploaded to YouTube videos so you can have a look. And we'll continue moving. While we were having the conversation, we are now at 782 backers, 291K on Kickstarter. Official stats. We'll continue moving. Thank you so much. Really appreciate joining today. I really appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you again on Friday. Have a fantastic week, and we'll see you again on Friday. Thank you so much. I'll try to fix my cough, hopefully until then, but we'll see. But thanks again, guys. Appreciate it. We'll see you on Friday. Thank you.